9-point victory. Meanwhile, after 2 straight losses of their own, the Quakes are spiraling into a sea of despair, and the Hack Attack is being blamed.
I love Denise. I love the Quakes. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Both teams have a lot to prove. It's the California Quakes against the New York Enforcers. Next on RollerJam.
This is the World Skating League. Tonight's matchup, the California Quakes take to the bank track against the New York Enforcers. Welcome everyone to RollerJam Arena. I'm Ken Resnick along with Lee Rehrman and roller derby legend Buddy Atkinson Jr. The Quakes and the Enforcers, but a different Quake and Enforcer team than we've seen in the past, as both are desperate for victories to right their sinking ships. The New York Enforcers, once thought to be the dominant team in the WSL, last time out soundly beaten, almost embarrassed by the Florida Sundogs. So you know that Captain Mark D'Amato will be turning to that 5-borough lineup, the physical dominating play of Big Tim Washington, the physical play of Brian Gamble, and certainly Mark D'Amato will be digging down deep into his bag of tricks. Lord knows what he's capable of. And certainly on the women's side, the Sisters of Suffering, as intimidating as a group of women are anywhere in the WSL. And Lee Rehrman, for the California Quakes, you know normally they turn to Sean Atkinson, but there's a lot of disarray right now.
Well, look for Rusty Montgomery and Sean Atkinson, the relationship between them, which right now seems to be deteriorating, to really play into their performance here early in the game. Rusty Montgomery, as well as the Boz Squad, have made no secret that they don't like the relationship between Atkinson and Denise Loden, and that has really come to affect their play, and this disunity is leaving a lot of people in vulnerable positions, and it's affecting them and their ability to win right now.
You're exactly right. If Montgomery and Atkinson cannot work together, it could totally destroy the playbook of the California Quakes. And Buddy Atkinson, on the women's side, the speed of Heather Gunnan, the speed of Amy Craig, maybe the Bot Squad's the wild card in all this.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to see some big plays today. You're going to see hard hitting, and I'll tell you what, these two teams are going to work better than you've ever seen them work before, because I think both of them know it's on the line, and it's big play time, and it's speed.
And we'll certainly find out how they handle the pressure, because they both are in desperate need of putting one in the win column here in the World Skating League. You hear the music. When the teams are ready to come out, let's get to the action. The question for the Quakes is, can they focus on the New York Enforcers and forget their off-track problems? There is Captain Sean Atkinson. He has got to stay focused on one Mark D'Amato, captain of the Enforcers. D'Amato, the most diabolical skater in the WSL. Those two on the same track, destined to be main event caliber.
And Rusty Montgomery, you see the distance between him and Sean Atkinson. If these Quake fans are going to see anything today, you better pay a lot of attention to Tim Washington again.
And here come the New York Enforcers. The key to the New York Enforcers is number 20. He always comes out last. Captain Mark D'Amato. We talk so much about D'Amato, but he's got a tremendous supporting cast.
Well, you know he's still smarting from the immigration nightmare with the Sundogs. You know he's going to take it out of the Quakes today again.
Now our compadre Broadway Danny Wolf is standing by. Danny?
All right, Rusty, ever since your vicious attack on Denise Loden a few weeks ago, you've had a lot of protesters after you. Look at these people behind you with the signs. They hate you.
Yeah, well, you know what? They need to put this to bed, okay? I said it before, I'll say it again. Denise Loden put herself on this track. She put herself in the place of a man, and I treated her like a man.
You may disagree with his style of play, but you certainly can't disagree. Rusty Montgomery has really stepped up his play in the WSL. Now starting for the Enforcer women, Shelley Rossell, Janet Abraham, April Tootle, Karen Magnuson, and Linda Leisure. For the California Quake, 2 members of the Bod Squad, Stacey Blitz and Cindy Zimmerman, along with the Sunderman sisters, Brooke and Heather and Faith Irvin. You see the race horse start. That's why we start every period here in the World Skating League. And right away, as is her custom, Heather Sunderman goes to the inside, tries to use those long loping strides to gain the advantage. As she does, being trucked very quickly by Linda Leisure. And Leisure now moves out in front. Leisure also becoming one of the best all-around players in the WSL. And it's Cindy Zimmerman taking the lead from Linda Leisure. As Sunderman goes down, and now Cindy Zimmerman goes down. It's Linda Leisure and April Tootle as they come around the corner at this very beginning of the opening period here in the WSL. A great opportunity for the New York Enforcers. And now Brooke Sunderman drops back to try and block out, and she's going to have to do double duty to try and take care of both Leisure and April Toodle. A bit of a surprise for the Enforcers, sending April Toodle out as a jammer, hoping her size can overcome the speed of the California Quakes. And what a job we're seeing from the Brookhouse. Brooke Sunderman doing double duty, blocking out both Leisure and Toodle as they come around. Sunderman really coming into her own, stepping up her game. Now you see Karen Magnuson dropping back in rotation, and down goes Leisure. Brooke Sunderman, and it's finally, we run out of time, a scoreless first jam.
Well, you commented on the fact that April Toodle was out as a jammer. I tell you, Ken, Brooke Sunderman, the Brookhouse has really come on as of late. April Toodle maybe sent out to combat the size and the strength of Brooke Sunderman.
And now we're underway once again in this scoreless first period. This just the second jam. The California Quakes against the New York Enforcers. And now coming around, this is Shelly Roselle. Roselle has very quietly become one of the best jammers in the league, and it's Amy Craig out of Fairhope, Alabama, jamming for California.
And again, we cannot ignore the absence of Heather Gunnan out as a jammer for the New York Enforcers. We saw April Toodle out last jam and Shelly Roselle out this jam, Ken.
And now Amy Craig and Shelly Roselle, both speedsters, playing this one straight. And there you see the elbow from, and down goes Shelly Roselle, courtesy of Stacy Blitz. Karen Magnuson returns the favor as both Roselle and Amy Craig go down. Now they're coming up. Roselle closing in on Stacy Blitz high, and Amy Craig and Karen Magnuson low. Great job of blocking a real defensive struggle. Now Stacy Blitz ties up, and both Craig and Roselle go by, and they each put 1 point on the board.
Oh, and these two are not done going at it, kid. Karen Magnuson and Stacy Blitz, they're both the emotional and spiritual leaders for their respective teams. This is a matchup we're going to see all day.
There's no question they're each trying to make a statement. We're tied at 1. We'll be back.